Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about different types of line used in engineering graphics lab and its application. So, according to BIS, Bureau of Indian Standard, we have different types of lines, and that is first one is continuous thick line. It is going continuously, and comparatively it is thick. So it is called continuous thick line. Second one, we have continuous thin line. It is going continuously, but comparatively it is thin. So it is known as continuous thin line. And next one is dashed line. This dash of generally 3 mm and gap between these two gaps are maintained 1 mm. 3 mm, 3 mm, 3 mm. Dashed line. Again we have chain line. After that we have continuous line or wavy line or free head line. After that we have continuous line with zigzag. Continuous line with zigzag. Continuous line with zigzag. After that we have chain line with single dash. Then we have chain line with double dash. After that we have chain line with the end portion thick. This is comparatively thick with this line. Chain line with thick ends. And what is the use or application of these lines? Now we will discuss that. For example, first line, it is continuous thick line, and it is written here. This line is used to indicate the visible outlines or visible edges or to make our main drawing. For example, if we have to draw a square and this is our main drawing, we will use this line, continuous thick line. And another example of this line, we can take another example. Suppose this is any object, and if we are seeing it from the front, we can see these outer edges. These are very clearly visible to us. So when we will draw the diagram, the drawing of this object, we will use this line, continuous thick line, as it is clearly visible to us. For example, when we will draw, we can draw this. So the outer clearly visible edges are drawn with the help of continuous thick line. So continuous thick line is used to indicate the visible outlines and visible edges. For example, this square. For example, this. Then second we have continuous thin line. This is running continuously and comparatively it is thin. So it is called or known as continuous thin line. And it is used to indicate dimension line. Continuous thin line may be used as a dimension line, as extension line, as hatching purpose. For example, it is used as dimension. Suppose we have drawn a square here and this is our main drawing. Suppose this is 50 mm length and this is 50 mm. So this line which we have used here, this must be comparatively thin. So this is known as extension line, which is extended from the outer portion of the drawing, as this is extension line and this must be continuous thin line. This is known as dimension line, on which we have written the dimension of this line, that is 50 mm. So this line must be comparatively thin. This is extension line, this is dimension line, and this must be continuously thin line. And hatching line, suppose we had a drawing and we have to hatch this, then for hatching purpose, the line we used will be continuously thin. For example, this is continuous thin line. For hatching purpose, we will use continuous thin line. Next one we have dashed line. This is dashed line, and this is used to indicate the hidden edges which is not visible from the front. For example, if this is the object and if we are viewing it from the front, we can see this clearly. So we draw the drawing like this. But suppose this object is placed like this, so we can see only this outer edges, this circle, and we are not able to see this small circle from the front. So we can say when we are viewing from the front, this is visible to us. So to indicate this line, we will use continuous thick line, and as there are another portion that is circular but it is not clearly visible from the front, to indicate this portion, hidden line will be used. For example, this. Another example we can take, suppose this is the object, and if we are viewing it from the front, these all are clearly visible to us. So in this case, we will draw the drawing like this, because this is also visible, this is visible, this is visible, this is visible. These all are we have drawn here with the help of continuous thick line, because for visual outlines and edges we have to use continuous thick line. So we have used here continuous thick line. But we are discussing dash line, and dash line is used to indicate hidden edges. And suppose the same object, if we will place it like this, in this case what will happen, from the front we are able to see these edges. So in this case we will draw this portion because this is visible, but in this case if the object is placed like this, we are not able to see this portion, this edges. In this case what will happen, we have to draw, because this is hidden, and to indicate, to draw the hidden edges, we have to use dash line. So in this case we will draw that hidden edge with the help of this dashed line. This is the purpose of this dash line. After that we have chain line, and it is clearly mentioned here and written here. Chain line is used to indicate as center line, or this chain line can be used as line of symmetry. What it means? Chain line is used to indicate center line. For example, suppose we have a circle, and if we want to locate its center, we can indicate like this. But in case of drawing, engineering drawing, this way will be wrong. To indicate the center, and we must use this type of line, like this. So we will indicate the center of this circle like this. This will be correct. And second, it is written, it is used that chain line is used as line of symmetry. For example, we have this structure and we want to divide it symmetrically from the center. So if we are indicating this way will be wrong. So if you want to indicate the symmetry of the object and want to draw a line from the center, we will use this type of line, this channel. So in this case, this will be correct. After that, we have continuous freehand line or continuous wavy line. As it is going and running into form of wave, that's why it is called wavy line. And this wavy line is used as short break line or irregular boundaries. We have an example to understand this line. It is used as short break lines. Means, suppose we have a hammer and this is its handle, and if we are going to draw the continuous and straight line at the end, it is indicating that the actual length of the handle is this much. But in this case, if you want to draw some portion of this handle and want to break the end portion, in that case, what we can do? We can do and draw a freehand line into form of waves. That is this line, continuous or wavy line, to break the long object into short form. Or we can also indicate like this. So it means the length is somewhat else, but we have break it from the center, from this portion. In short, we can say if there is a long object and if we don't want to draw the whole object as it is, and that other portion is not important for us, we can take some portion of that and we can break the object from the hand by using this line. This is the use of this continuous wavy line as a short break line. After that, we have continuous line with zigzag. This is continuous with zigzag. The purpose of these two lines are same, but what is the difference? Let us discuss it. If we have comparatively short component which we are going to break, we will use this line, short break line. And if the component are comparatively long and we want to break that object which is comparatively long, in that case we will use this long break line. For example, if we have the rod or any pipe of 3, 4, 6 meters and you are not able to draw that whole length here, in that case what we will do? We can break it